We will continue our media availabilities with William Byron, driver of the number 24 Liberty University Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we will get a mic over to you. We'll start over here with Jerry to the left.
Jerry Jordan, KickingTheTires.net. Obviously, Liberty's been in the news for other issues, but this week you've got the extension, it sounds like. So can you talk about that, or were you ever worried about any of that?
Yeah, it's great that we have Liberty University back on the car next year. Everybody over there has been really instrumental in my career, especially at Hendrick Motorsports, and kind of, working with their SAE team, with their development of their race car and everything like that. So it's been really cool, and I'm excited about, working with them more. And obviously, my studies with them has been a critical part of that too. So, but yeah, no, I don't really worry about that stuff. I think that, that everyone over there has been a tremendous help for me. Yeah, I mean, I just drive the race car and try to represent them. So,
Go right here in the middle.
Steve Wilson, SpeedwayDigest.com. You started in racing coming up through the E-Series, which NASCAR has made more popular these days. Do you see anybody currently in either iRacing or NASCAR Heat Series that you think would be a potential to move up, kind of follow the same kind of line into racing without actually going the short track route like others?
I mean, there's a ton of really talented people in iRacing. I still, I still go in there quite a bit in race. So I didn't go in there this weekend for Richmond, but in general, I'm on there quite a bit, and there's a lot of really talented guys on there. I don't know specifically like one person that per se that would need the opportunity, but I think if anyone, if there's some way that we could get guys in cars to test, just let's say one time and see how they do in comparison to, other real race car drivers, I think that would be cool. I think it would be a neat thing. I don't know how they could pull that off, but that's kind of how I got my start, was just doing testing a car one time and going up against people that had raced real cars before, and I did pretty well. So I think that would be a good start.
Are there any other questions for William? Come over here to Tyler.
Tyler Burnett, MRN. Do you like the changes they made to the backstretch on the Roval, and are you excited about that?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because the back chicane there is going to be really slow compared to what we had last year, and it's interesting because the track, it's the oval portion of the track kind of trails off at the bottom of it. I don't know if they fixed that or if they changed that, which I don't think they did, but that's going to make it really tough to kind of make that transition because you're going on to less banking. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be really difficult to make the braking zone correctly every time, especially the first time on the racetrack. It's going to be, I think a lot of guys are going to miss the braking zone there. So, and if you do miss it, do you hit the turtles and fly the nose and destroy your car? So I think it's going to be a whole different element for us, and you're going to have to figure out how to get in there successfully, consistently, and that's going to be a new challenge, kind of like the front chicane was. I remember how challenging that front chicane was for everyone when we first got to the Roval, because it was so, you're going off turn 4 and you're so fast, and then you have to get slowed down to 40 or 50 miles an hour. So it's going to be a passing zone probably as the weekend goes too.
We'll come over here to your right.
Noah Lewis, GSJ Sports. William, we saw you brush the wall just a little bit in final practice there. How much did that set the team back on your practice goals for the session, and how was your car?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really affect it. If we were in a mile and a half or something, it would be a big deal. So I was thankful that they were able to fix it. I was, sorry that my guys had to work on it, obviously, and that's no fun. But yeah, I don't think it really affected the speed of our car or anything. We're still just looking for some speed and hopefully just have a decent weekend.
We'll come down here to Lee.
Lee Spencer, RacingBoys.com. You leapfrogged over your teammate Bowman just by the points that you picked up in the stages last week. Is Chad putting a lot of emphasis on that, just trying to accumulate points since you don't have wins?
Yeah, it's critical for us. I mean, it's critical. You know, I would say there's, I don't know the points exactly, but there's probably 9 or 10, ninth place on back probably has close to the same amount of points based on, you know, wins and everything. So, it's easy to kind of jump up there with some good stages and a good finish. So we just have to try to do that this weekend. And yeah, I think the stages you can easily kind of acquire points over the course of the race that kind of propel you past a couple of guys. So, you know, we weren't too worried about our point situation going into this round because there are a number of guys that are similar in points, and we just got to try to stay where they are.
Are there any last questions? All right.
All right,
Thank you, William. Good luck
Appreciate it.
this weekend.